All right, questions for Germain. Sam.
Germain, where do you feel like your offensive line is heading into SEC play next week?
Today we did a lot of good things for sure. We definitely fixed a lot of things that we wanted to fix, but we still have a few things to work at. Just small issues, things that can get fixed. But I think we're in a good place as we head to SEC. We're about to go into the gauntlet. So as far as the O line as a whole, we have a few things to improve, but that's any position group. But I think we're in a good place heading into SEC play.
Front left, Zach.
Man, you talked about the offensive line as a whole, but what did you take away from your performance today? How would you kind of rate yourself today?
I had a few plays that were uncharacteristic of me. Some technique things, some things I just did that I would never do. But I shored those things up, and as a leader and as a captain on this team, I can't let myself get into a game of playing out of your rhythm. You got to get going early. Don't wait till the second half or later in the game to get going. So me personally, I take responsibility for that. But fixing it, I'm proud I was able to do that, and I'm proud of the way we played today.
Standing in the back, Daryl.
Jermaine, can you talk about Brandon Williams? He carried the ball a little bit, played defense a little bit. He was out there just about as much as he could be.
He's our spark plug, on the team, on offense, on defense, and I watched him the whole game, unless he was in with me, I was doing what I was doing, but he played hard today, and we're gonna need that from him all season, and he's the type of guy any team wants on their team, and for him to be able to spell Trey and spell the other backs for a few plays, and then still go on defense and play well at a position he's still learning. I'm impressed with his performance as always.
Back to Daryl in the back.
I know you guys love to see Taylor kick the field goals, but you'd rather have the touchdown and him come in for the PAT, right? Can you talk about the fact that you didn't find the end zone as much as you probably should have today?
Yeah, we got 44, I think it was today. We left points on the field. There's no way around it. We left a few 15, 20 points on the field, and we're just, like I said before, we're going to shore those things up. Small things, small busts that we can't let happen. But to still score 44 while kicking 2 field goals and not playing at our best, is a good development for the offense. So now we'll be able to see everything on film, and we'll be able to shore it up going into SEC play.
Staying in the back, please.
And Germain, speaking of going into SEC play, are you satisfied with the way you guys are playing right now going into the game against Arkansas next week?
No, definitely. I think we're ready to. I think we're ready for the jump in competition, the jump in competitiveness. This team's been waiting to get into that meat of the schedule, and we're playing. Everybody's competing. Everybody's playing at a high level. We're a healthy team, so we're proud of where we are. We still have things we need to get fixed, things like that. But what team doesn't at this point in the season? So we're proud of where we are. We're proud of how far we've come so far.
Anything else for Germain? All right, thank you, Germain.